Good morning, my people. I don't know why that stupid glare's on there. It drives me crazy. Good morning, y'all. Today is February 19th. Yes, it's February 19th. I mean, January 19th. Lord have mercy. Making mountains into molehills. When we stop living in the here and now, our problems become magnified unreasonably. Basic text, page 99. Some of us seem to make mountains out of molehills with our problems. Even those of us who have found some measure of serenity have probably blown a problem far out of proportion at some time in our recovery. And if we haven't done so yet, we probably will before long. When we find ourselves obsessed with a complication in our lives, we will do well to sharply remind ourselves of all that is going right. Perhaps we're afraid we won't be able to pay our bills for the month. Instead of sitting at the calculator adding our financial liabilities over and over, we can take stock of our efforts to reduce expenses. Following this mini inventory, we continue with the task at hand and remind ourselves that as long as we are doing the footwork, a loving higher power will care for our lives. Mountain-sized problems happen sometimes, but we don't need to create them. Trust in a loving God of our understanding will put most of our problems in their proper perspective. We no longer need to create chaos to feel excited about our lives. Our recovery gives us countless real-life opportunities for excitement and drama. Just for today, I will take a realistic look at my problems and see that most of them are minor. I will leave them that way and enjoy my recovery. Yup, I'll definitely do that. I will forecast some crazy shit. And I've been right about some things in the past, right? Which fucked me up even worse because now I think I'm always right. But, man, I do my best to, when I get all worked up like that, to sit back, relax, and just know that I'm taken care of because I'm telling you right now, I've been through a lot of shit in my life. I most definitely shouldn't be sitting here talking to y'all, but I'm blessed and to have survived all that and to be here. So I would definitely make a little molehill into a mountain. So yeah, I work on that every day. Trying to not make mountains out of molehills. January 19th, contributing our creativity. Some of us discover that we have talents for contributing to the world in other ways, whether through our creativity, our empathy, or our addict ability to focus on one thing and do it till it's done. Living Clean, Chapter 1, A Vision of Hope. In NA, we often recall how drugs ruined our lives and how our internet talents were unfortunately no match for our disease. When we were using... Somebody text me. When we were using, however, many of us believed that the drugs we used were fundamentally responsible for the positive contributions we made in our lives. Drugs allowed us to be confident about expressing ourselves socially, artistically, and sexually. They helped us fall asleep at night, wake up in the morning, so that we could be there for our kids after work. And before school. Using gave us a laser sharp focus and heightened our productivity at work, which pleased our employers and soothed our insecurities. Still, we eventually came crashing down. As one member put it, I thought I was high functioning, but it turns out I was just high. When we first get clean, we are terrified that our performance will suffer and will disappoint others. With no drugs, we believe we are no longer creative beings or talentless hacks who never were. We doubt we're able to function, let alone complete projects on a deadline. Will our family still love us? Because surely we'll be less easygoing and fun. And what about sex? As we heal, we begin to understand that the deep well of our creativity, our empathy, and our focus comes from developing a more honest relationship with ourselves and a connection to a higher power. We learn to acknowledge and release even a tiny bit of our need for perfection and validation. Our expectations of ourselves become more realistic, and that gives us more integrity in how we contribute to our lives. We focus the well wasted energy we spent comparing ourselves to others towards being of service to fellow addicts and to our loved ones. And we may even discover new talents and abilities we never knew we had. I know I have something to offer the world. If I don't know what it is, I'm willing to ask for help and find out. If I already know, let me seek guidance to how to deliver it with humility and generosity. Yeah. Whoops. Yeah. All right, guys. Have a good day. No. Yeah. Definitely. Drugs always lied to me and made me think I was doing better or relieve my anxiety into some situations. I get social anxiety real bad. Sometimes I'm good and sometimes I ain't. I'll just leave it like that. But, you know, man, I catch weird vibes off people and that shit, man, like literally it can be like that and I'll be a wreck. And, even last night in the meeting, I had to give the chips out, and like right before I knew it was coming, like I started freaking out. And then I'm like, dude, chill. It's no big deal. You're handing out the chips. You've done it a million times. You know what I mean? It's just like shit like that. But I know that you know, I am talented. I do have things to offer, the community and the people around me and my family. And I am a good person. I have made a lot of mistakes. I try not to dwell on that shit, although I often do think of it. And there are some people that remind me of it by the way they treat me. And, I just try to, ignore all that shit and not let that separate me from where I need to be. Because, I see a lot of people start getting in their head, and I've done it too. I mean, I've done it too. Like, fuck this, da 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 da. And then I'm out getting high. I'm the one suffering, right? That shit don't even make sense, but I've done it a million times. I've seen it happen a million times, and it's going to continue to happen. It just does. And the old "I'll show you, I'll hurt me" is really what that is. But so today I just whenever I get up in some tight situations, man, I just keep I try to give myself positive affirmations and keep it hot, man. So I'm doing everything that I can do for myself the right way today, and man, I've been noticing that I've been having a lot of bad thoughts, been feeling really down, and then I took a look at what I've been doing, and I've been doing some things out of my comfort zone, like some things I shouldn't be doing, right? Maybe not shouldn't be, but that makes me feel uncomfortable. So, I've had to take the last few days here to look at why I'm feeling the way that I'm feeling, man. So I went ahead and nipped some things in the ass, man. I'm feeling better, and, I'm just going to keep pushing, man. It's a process, right? And, man, if we was all supposed to be here, if everybody that needed this got it, there would be nowhere to sit ever. there'd be lines out the doors. But I love you guys, man. It's Friday. Y'all have a good day. Don't use no matter what. Call your sponsor. Go to a meeting.